Hi there, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us. Division 2 men. And it's a tight little competition at the moment after 3 rounds. We'll get stuck straight into it. We've got a lot to talk about when it gets to the Altona Northeast game, by the way. A lot. Oakley 79 went down to Pakenham 80. Great game. 1 point in it. Justin King. The King has arrived.
Thank goodness.
The King delivered 32 points. It wasn't enough. All the King's men couldn't get around him and get the job done. Hayden Davey 24 for Pakenham, but Oakley finally looked better.
Yeah, I think he was definitely needed in there because he's got to look after the babies at Oakley. So
we're getting a little bit worried because he wasn't.
No, the King's arrived. The King has arrived.
There was a slight delay with his other sort of, things he had to do, but he's finally arrived.
And I've heard he's got a leg injury at the moment too.
Yes, I heard that rumour as well. So
32 on a bad leg. Wow.
Hate to see him on 2 good legs.
Mornington 74 went down to Collingwood 85. Big game this one.
Massive.
Todd Mitchell 26. Ballinger held to 11 points. 11, his lowest return of the season. Manny Hendricks, the guitar man.
The man.
He was strumming like there was no tomorrow. 37 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. He does a great rendition of Smoke on the Water. Manny Hendricks, you're a bloody superstar, mate. Great win, Collingwood. And I'm telling you now, if that does not make people sit up and respect and take it on notice that the All-Stars can be a contender this season, nothing will.
Yeah.
I reckon it's their best win
ever
since they've been in the Big V.
Yeah,
I didn't. I think I picked Mornington last week. I think Ballinger would have dropped 40 and had 20 boards on these guys. But
mate, we had Ballinger hitting 40 in the first half.
Yeah.
So no, great job by the All Stars.
Who would have taken Ballinger? Would Mohammed have gone to him?
Yeah.
Jeez, if he did, that's a cracking effort. Yeah. Absolute top effort. Huge.
Duke would have shut him down.
Well, it wouldn't have been Manny going to him. Great win, Collingwood. Well done, All Stars. Like the way you're going about it. Western Port 73, still unbeaten.
Yep.
Defeated Maccabi 73-61. Chris Taylor had 18 off the pine, I think, for Western Port. So they've got some depth there. Benji Tamir had 23 for Maccabi. Wasn't enough. Western Port keep rolling along.
Yeah, Western Port have sort of made themselves known as a real chance to win it this year. So
4 and 0, good start.
They want to go one better. They understood how they fell short last year and making the most of the additions. And
Kenny Brunner's doing a good job out there. Bad Santa.
Right.
We love Bad Santa. Good on you, mate. Keep saying awful. It's his nickname.
It's his nickname.
Oh, is it? I was going to say it's a pretty bad nickname to have, but no, that's fine. If he takes it,
down there and tell Kenny it's a bad nickname to have.
Not going anywhere near
He's
it.
one of my favourites, Kenny Brunner. You leave him alone. He's doing a good job down there. Coburg 78. I think he's on the longest coaching contract in the league. I think he's on a 5-year coaching deal or something.
Oh,
Kenny.
fair enough too. He's getting
Good on
results.
him, absolutely. Coburg 78 went down to Craigieburn 85. Jordan Harding 23 and 15. RTB, Robert Tyler Bond had a great game, 25 points for Craigieburn, and the skipper, Liam Watt, 22. The skipper's in a bit of form for Craigieburn at the moment.
Yeah, he's coming off a triple-double last week.
Steals or something the week before.
So he's carried him to another win.
Well done, and a really good win on the road for Craigieburn. Coburg are no slouches on their home deck.
Coburg's missing that second piece.
Well, I think Mwemba had 18. Mwemba may have come off the bench. Did he come off the bench?
Yep. Can't tell you that.
I thought I saw him come off the bench anyway. The final game for round 3, and this was, I'm telling you now, you saw a snippet on Big V TV last week, but when the camera went off last week, I'm telling you, it was ugly in here. It got into a shouting match. Tell them, seriously, it got into a shouting match when the camera went off last week. You only saw...
I don't think it was a shouting match. It was just you hysterically laughing at me.
Well, for good reason, Steve.
I don't think it was
for good
shouting.
reason. And as is often the case on Big V TV, when you and I appear on the same show, I was right, and you were making up the numbers, mate. You were terribly wrong. Altona 88 defeated Northeast 75. Justin Eckhart 18 and 13 for Altona. Joey Masur, well done, Joey. I know you would have lifted the boys for me last week, and I appreciate it, Joey, because you're a bloody champion. You're a star of the competition. You would have got the boys around you and said, let's do this one for the guy that tips us.
Guys.
That tip us. So, Joey, we appreciate your leadership, mate. He had 18 in the game. Northeast, well served as always. He, in his own right, is a star. Dylan Webb had 27 and 15. Where do you want to go for dinner, mate?
Well, we said
Knox
Groove
Groove
Train.
Train.
Yeah.
So when's that on, Steve-O?
In a couple of nights' time, I think we're booked in.
Right.
Yep. I'll send the text messages through to you, just letting you know what time. And
You don't have my number yet.
No. I was going to say, don't take the piss, mate. We're seriously going out for dinner. You know that, don't you?
I know.
And
I'm
we're
ready to book it.
officially catching taxis home that night,
Yeah,
so it's going to be a
gonna
big
be
night.
good.
Did your eyes lit up there?
Love a frothy.
Ladder,
I did everything in my possible power. I turned the
It
lights
was never
off.
going to happen.
Paid the refs. Did this. Did that.
Look at the ladder. Let's
Still
go.
couldn't do anything. Western Port 4-0. Collingwood, Craigieburn, Altona, and Pakenham.
Oh, I like that.
All 2-1.
Yep.
Mornington 2-2. Maccabi and Coburg 1-2. And then Oakley and Northeast still without a win 0-3.
But the king has arrived.
King
it
has
just
arrived.
comes down to whether the king's men
Come with him.
get around him. That's right. Round 4, here we go. D2 men, Saturday. Northeast and Craigieburn. Now, Steve-O. Jeffo and I had a chat before we came on air.
And you're prepared to ask me double or nothing?
We're willing to go double or nothing on this. Is that right? We're willing to go double or nothing? We're willing to step up to the plate here. We're willing to go double or nothing. I'm going Craigieburn.
Yes, I'm Craigieburn as well.
And
I got an out.
and our theory is, if we keep going at this for 7 weeks, we get a full week of dinner paid for. Wherever
Right.
we can just go different restaurant for a week.
Sounds good.
My mum's a good cook.
We don't care. We're not going there. Steve-O, we're both going for Craigieburn to win. It's a double or nothing dinner for you. You were silly enough to tip against Altona last week. You for some reason, you're in love with bloody Scotty McDonald and the boys and Dylan Webb and all the lads up there at Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
Double or nothing. It's on you right now.
They were in the game last week. 1 point deficit in that fourth quarter, as I heard. And they're
gonna
back
do it.
on home deck.
He's going to do
Back on home
it.
deck.
He's stupid enough
They'll
to do
bring
this.
all of the Northeast Bushy fans up and about. They'll get excited.
You are
And
serious.
they are getting
You-
their first win of 2016. Here we go.
Webby is in good form.
We're going
Extremely good
Craigieburn.
form.
I know, I'm still with Craigieburn, but
All right, it's double or nothing, Steve-O.
Here we go, boys. Counting on you.
I want to add another thing to it.
Oh,
No, we'll leave that for week 3 because we know there's going to be a week 3. Pakenham take on Altona. Good game.
Altona.
Really good game.
Yep.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Well,
You gave Altona no hope at home last week against Northeast without even taking a breath.
no.
You've just gone Altona.
Yeah, great side.
So Pakenham no chance at home.
Yep. Altona to win.
Wow, who are you going for?
The-
I think this is a cracking game, by the way.
Packy Warriors.
I reckon.
At home.
I reckon this is a classic case of if in doubt, toss the coin. But if in doubt, home team. I think Pakenham are a big chance at home, Steve. I reckon this is a 1 or 2 point game either way. I reckon it's that close.
Yeah, it'll be close, but
Okay, so I got half a chance tipping Altona, but
Well,
one
you
or 2
have,
point
you
game.
I reckon Packy start favourites at home.
yeah,
Really good game.
You're not changing my mind.
Coburg Altona. Coburg up against the King.
Coburg Oakley.
Sorry, Coburg Oakley, I should say. Up
I-
against the King. Who are you
I'll
going
go with Coburg. Home side.
for? I think Coburg at home.
Coburg will beat the King.
Geez, the
Yeah.
King, very good last week, 32. We like that. Collingwood take on Western Port. Now, Collingwood made a statement last week. Manny, your boys were brilliant. Can you bring it against the team that's unbeaten? Yes or no? And I reckon that might be Manny up against his former club.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
Wow, bit in this.
I think they might shut him down. I think Western Port.
By how much, Steve?
Oh, not much.
Well, give us a margin.
8.
8, okay.
I'm going to go with Collingwood, down at Collingwood College. I think they'll just have the advantage. Manny will take them.
I am going
W.
what can only be termed at the moment as an upset. I'm also going Collingwood.
Mm.
I'm on the Manny Hendricks bandwagon, and I'm telling you now, this Saturday night has the potential to be Collingwood's biggest ever crowd. If you're a Collingwood All-Stars fan and you haven't been to see the great Manny Hendricks in action yet, after their win at Mornington last week, they take on the top team, unbeaten Western Port, 4-0. I'm telling you now, Collingwood, get out there. Your AFL team's crap, so get out there and see Manny Hendricks on fire taking on Western Port. I'm going Collingwood as well. I think that'll be a great game. Sunday, one game, Maccabi up against Mornington. Can the Breakers bounce back? I say yes.
Yeah, I think Ballinger will bounce back from being kept to 11. He'll drop at least 30.
Mornington?
Yeah, I think Mornington will bounce back.
Okay, there we go. So there's round 4 coming up. Northeast, it's on again. Looking forward to this. There's a fair chance, there is a fair chance that I will never cook another meal in my house. See you next week on Big V TV.